Good morning, my friends. I thought I'd let you see my face first thing, and then I'm going to turn the camera around because I want you to see what I'm doing here with the worms. So let me turn this, there we go, and let me take you back over here. And today we are going to check out the migration bin of the worms. And I want to give you the process so far. It's been actually about a little over, this is the 5th week, but even though it's actually, instead of 7 days, it's been 12 days since I came in here, which was October 18th, and today is October 30th. But I wanted to let you know that now this is all shredded cardboard and shredded leaves. I don't know what that is, something. Probably a big piece of shredded something. And over here is where we've been pushing them over so that I get more worms over here. But I have been harvesting castings. So I wanted to show you what I've been harvesting, and I've gotten some really nice castings so far. You can see there, 1, 2, and 3. Each of these is just sitting right at about 3 pounds. And it's the big Folgers container, which is, what does it say? It says 37 ounces, which in this case is dry, would be just a little over, but with the moisture added, it's almost 3 pounds. So really quite nice for me. I'm happy to have almost 10 pounds of it. So back over here, I'm going to put you in the tripod here in a second, but I wanted to show you what I've been doing, and what that is. After I harvest, like an inch or so, or a couple inches, then I kind of like was taking everything and moving it. Well, then I decided I was just going to go ahead and start fluffing it. And I have to say, even though this was just leaf. Can I see some leaves here? Show me some leaves. There we go. Here's some of my elm leaves. And they're not real wet, but I mean, they're wet enough that they are starting to break down and decompose. And I'm not seeing all that much in the way of worms over here, but on this side, where they've been for a month, I'm not only starting to see worms, but I'm starting to see, well, soil. And come on, guys, show me your big stuff there. Come on. Yeah, can you see? So even though there is a divider here, some of them aren't getting the memo, and they're like coming back over here. And my purpose for doing this was to try to easily get more castings out of it. And I think I've gotten to the point. I'm going to slip you in here. There we go. So I have 2 hands free. But the purpose, let's see if we have any worms underneath. I've already lifted it once, so the worms have gone. Oh, there she is. Mrs. Nosybody again. So I don't see anything underneath there. I'll check everyone. But you can see all the all the cocoons. They'll come up here, and overnight they leave me presents. They don't know their presents to me, but look, oh my, oh no, that's just a, I was going to say, it looks like 3. It's like triplets gone mad. But look at the castings, aren't they beautiful? And the worms too. That's what we're here for. It's all about the worms. Bless your little hearts. It's been 12 days. Let's see, what did I give it the last time? I should look back before I come on here, but oh, I'm sure I gave it all kinds of goodies. My usual is coffee grounds and something frozen and all kinds of yummy treats for them. And I have something special for them today. Of course, every day is special if you're a worm feeder. And I see lots of worms here. Lots and lots and lots. So we're going to just kind of take this. This is my sun guard. A makeshift sun guard so that when the sun comes in, it doesn't bake them. Nice castings though, wouldn't you say? Whoa. It's starting to feel very rich. I tend to think this is going to be the last time I harvest anything and less than this. You know, I think I have enough that I'm going to start to incorporate everything and let them go again, because I don't want the worms to have to go into all of the just leaves. But I have to say that they look like they're getting chubby. Short little characters, but chubby. Oh, I'm sorry, height challenged. That's the word. Height challenged. I see those tails. I know I've got some wigglers there. It should be all wigglers because I've never had blue worms, but every once in a while I see these like skinnier looking characters and without a yellow tail, and I think that must be a blue worm. Lots of weight on it. You know, when it's really moist like this, you kind of go, ooh, that's got to be some moist stuff. I'm going to leave them one last big treat, and then I think we're going to kind of incorporate the whole thing, because I think I've harvested enough. So I'm going to feed it way down at this end. See if I can get the gang to have one last hurrah down here. I think building these things is so much fun. I hope other people get into doing this, because it's not only beneficial to the earth, but what fun, you know, really. So here's my avocado shell, and I'm not sure I even want to take it apart, but yeah, I will. This has been stuffed with avocado, banana. Come on, come off that side. I think there's some moringa in there, strawberry tops, and then put all together, and then it was frozen. And so what I'm going to do, and it's dripping, is actually bury that deep. Let's just see how many we can get, and I think we're going to let this go for maybe a couple weeks, because I think they're and if I do it this way, then the liquid's all going to drain to the bottom. But if I do it this way, then the liquid will be in here, and the worms can decide whether they want to go to the top and get the fruit, or if they want to go down to the bottom and get a little drinky. If they want to fool around in the dry, they can go to the top. If they want to fool around in the wet, they can go to the bottom, you know. Are you a person who likes going to the desert for your vacation, or do you like going to the beach? Worms have a choice too. Okay, so that took care of that. And then to that I'm going to add some bedding, which you guys have learned this is my new favorite absolute thing, which is the cardboard but put through the NutriBullet so that it makes it like really soft and really quick. And then my other favorite are the Elm Leaves. I've never been so happy every morning to go out and sweep up elm leaves. In years past, I go, those doggone elm leaves. Now I go, oh look, the elm leaves. And so this acts as a food. It's all food. You know, this, to some people who are starting out, they go, well, you know, isn't that the carbon? Well, isn't the carbon not food? Well, it's all food, in a sense. And then to that, I'm going to add the eggshells, which I've pulverized in my NutriBullet, and I also have a herb grinder. You know, it also does coffee beans. So it's been turned over into the eggshell pulverizer, and that acts as a grit because worms don't have a stomach, so they have to rely on us. But I think one other thing is that these leaves, they're out in my swale, they're out in the driveway and what have you. So it's going to pick up sand and all the different things that just blow in. So even if I didn't have eggshell, I would still have a grit source. And now I'm just going to move this back over, and as you can see, this is really starting to get very dangerously high. You know, I don't want the worms jumping out on me. I'm going to move it over and move it over and move it over and move everything over enough that I'm going to be able to then move all of this over. Ooh, a twig. And take it, I'm going to have to get another piece of cardboard here, I see. So I'm going to have to probably stop this and make it a two-parter. But I think you guys will get the main message, is that I'm just going to move everything over, and then I'll move all of my stuff over. And so then I'm going to put these back on, and I'll move you down here, and all of this, oops, excuse me, all of this is going to get pushed over, and I'm going to then add I was trying to keep this week for week, but I mean, you can see that it's just falling down below here. And to it, I'm going to add just some handfuls of dried bedding, just to give myself placement, you know, the displacement, excuse me. And I think to that I'm going to add, again, the pulverized Drake elm leaves and the pulverized cardboard. And probably wet it down so that it starts to break down. And I would think that in about 2 or 3 weeks, all of that stuff is going to be more finished. The castings will be more finished. I'll take out another coffee can full, and then I think that's going to be it. But I'll just finish up off camera, and so that you don't have to stay and watch the whole thing. But that's so my little worms can fool around underneath these little containers, and nobody's going to be watching them, because everybody likes their own privacy. So anyway, at least I think so. I hope everybody has a great day. Let me just real quick take you off again. and show you that it is a beautiful day out here in Florida, and a little warm, We're mid 80s again, and we've only got down to 70 this morning. Our humidity was 95%, so at least there was a little bit of a breeze, so it made walking lovely. But I hope everyone has a wonderful day. I hope you'll subscribe and ring the bell. That's always fun, and have a thumbs up, and I appreciate that. And I hope to come back and see you again real soon. And I hope you'll be here, because you know I will. Take care. Bye-bye.